When I first heard I was introducing Eesha, my first thought was, oh no. How was I going to introduce the @Goody Booty @Eesha Tennis? I decided to write an acrostic poem. After hours and hours of thinking, writing, and rewriting, I have come up with the final draft that I think fits Eesha pretty well. It's titled Eesha. E, Eesha. E, energetic. S, smart. H, has black hair. A tennis legend. I probably would have been better off just trying to write a regular introduction, because capturing the true person Eesha is in just 60 seconds is nearly impossible. Eesha is not only very smart, but also very talented. Ole Miss is lucky to have her on their tennis team next year, and our grade wouldn't be the same without her. I'm sure she will have great things for all of you to hear, so please help me welcome Eesha, Sai, Jeremiah, Gudiseva.
The 90-degree summer heat beat down on my shoulders, but that was the least of my problems. There was 30 seconds left on the clock, and I found myself sprinting down the field. This is Eesha, your big moment, I told myself, wiping the sweat off my face one final time as the clock counted down. I got closer to the goal and consciously picked out a spot. 2 defenders were trying to close the gap, and the goalie was starting to get positioned. I set my left foot and kicked the ball to the far post. The clock went off, and simultaneously the soccer ball flew past the goalie, and I had just successfully kicked the game-winning goal for my team. The feeling after was complete mayhem as my teammates rushed towards me, screaming in excitement. Everyone was jumping around from pure joy, followed by them lifting me up as they carried me across the field, chanting, "Eesha, Eesha, Eesha," over and over again. That extremely elaborate story of me kicking a game-winning soccer goal was all a lie. It never happened. I've never played soccer in my life, and honestly, I try my best to avoid running at all costs. It was a dream I had 2 years ago, the night before my first round at National Clay Courts, one of the biggest tournaments of the year. That next morning, as I rolled out of bed to get ready, the warm feeling of being surrounded and supported by a team quickly disappeared and was instead greeted with a cold and lonely tennis court. Tennis is an individual sport. On the court, it is just me. No mom, dad, or coach to help and encourage me. All the anger and disappointment from a loss or excitement from a win would be placed on me. Every move I make is visible. I had to learn how to dance on a stage in front of a crowd of many spectators who hoped and expected I would tumble. When I failed, everyone would notice, and I'm the only one who could pick myself up. It made me vulnerable, and the vulnerability forced me to attempt to stay triumphant even through the falls. Finding solace in adversity allows us to focus on what we appreciate the most about ourselves. It gives us an opportunity to appreciate the highs. Yet the sad reality of the world we live in is that there are not too many people in our lives we can truly count on. The one person we can always rely on is ourselves. Good or bad, we are forced to always be there for ourselves, listening and considering the inner voice that offers guidance or criticism. As the most influential thinker of our generation, Troy Bolton sang as he danced through an empty golf course, "Everybody's trying to get in my head. I need to count on myself instead." People will always find a way to make you doubt yourself, but it's up to you to decide if you want to believe them or if you want to believe yourself. No one knows you better than you know yourself. We often set ourselves up to live a life we do not want, but will fit what other people expect of us. Instead of always looking to others for approval, give yourself that approval. Allow yourself to live the life you want, to believe your own thoughts, speak your convictions, and do what is right no matter what. That is true freedom. To my class of 2020, thank you for all the support and kindness you all have shown me these past 3 short years. As we part ways in a few months and find ourselves in new and unfamiliar surroundings, always bet on yourself. Thank you.